Hello, welcome to another edition of Security Africa. In the last episode, Security Africa was introduced to you as a platform from where Africa's security issues will be discussed. In the process, you'll learn that Africans are the ones killing each other and destroying their respective nations. This is taking the form of kidnapping, terrorism, armed banditry, armed robbery, assassinations, and cattle rustling, just to mention a few. Not only are the physical land space under attack, the economy, the polity, the financial sector, culture, education, energy sector, even marriages and family units are also under attack. This is going on in different parts of Africa, from Egypt to Somalia, Nigeria, Congo and Mali to Central African Republic, just to mention a few. You were also told that the security challenges in Africa have the same template. That means whatever is happening in Egypt is also happening in Sudan, Mali, Central African Republic, Cameroon, Kenya, or Nigeria. Same template. These are security challenges that are new to the various African countries. These challenges have seemingly defied solutions and are terrifying security forces, the government, as well as the citizens. Most African security forces can guarantee neither the integrity of their territorial borders nor the security of their vulnerable citizens. Consequently, it has become the norm to see armed militias and destructive forces emerge from different parts of Africa in order to satisfy their criminal intentions, exploit their ungoverned spaces, secure their enclaves, defend their religion or tribes. If Africans are killing each other and destroying their respective nations, then there is a great departure in mindset from liberation struggles, decolonization, Pan-Africanism into a mindset where Africans have become the invaders of the African continent. You could remember the young men of yesteryears, men like Kwame Nkrumah, Nelson Mandela, Jomo Kenyatta, Kenneth Kaunda, Samora Machel, Amilcar Cabral, and Robert Mugabe, just to mention a few. These men understood why Africa must be free. These men understood the problems of Africa, the forced slavery and colonial occupation. They understood that Africa must be peaceful. They understood that Africa must be free. Some of them lived in the bush and fought for freedom. Some were killed and some imprisoned. All this happened because they want to liberate their land from foreign occupation as well as foreign rule. So how come in this 21st century that African leaders and youths are behaving like the colonial masters or an invading army? Suddenly, the current generation of Africans have forgotten the pains and humiliations of the slave trade, the pains of colonization, and the bloody liberation wars fought by these Africans to make this continent free. Today, Africans are the new enemies of the continent. They have become the slave raiders, the slave traders, the colonial masters, kidnappers, and armed bandits who destroy villages and kill Africans in a war that cannot be defined. In many African countries today, you can hear of the emergence of secessionist agitations and the hunger for autonomy or independence, mostly along tribal or religious lines. These agitations and mindsets have created serious security challenges in many African countries to the extent that security forces are overwhelmed. Security professionals and administrators have given up on these security challenges. Some could be heard advising their governments and fellow citizens to accept these security challenges and live with them because they cannot be solved. But is it true that these security challenges cannot be fixed? Anyway, come to think of it, you cannot defeat an enemy that you don't understand. You cannot solve any problem that you don't understand. It is in this regard, therefore, that Security Africa, our flagship security program, has created a new episode solely dedicated to demystifying this warfare that is ravaging the African continent. Define what it is and dismantle it so that it can be understood and defeated consequently. So what could be the name of this new warfare? Welcome to the 21st century warfare in Africa. So what is the 21st century warfare in Africa all about? What is the nature and its definitions? What are the objectives of those that designed this type of warfare? Why was it relevant in the invasion of Africa today? Why must it be introduced in Africa in the 21st century? What are the signs and symptoms of the 21st century warfare? How can you know that this warfare is ongoing in your country? What is the battlefield terrain like? Is it like the mangrove, the desert, or the jungle terrain? What are the weapons and ammunition of this warfare? Are the ammunition measured in calibers? Are the weapons of this warfare like conventional military weapons? What is the conceptual origin of the 21st century warfare? How did it come to be? Whose idea was it? All this will be explained to you in subsequent episodes later on. So watch out for it. Make sure you don't miss it. So see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching.